Hello everybody, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. I'm Alethea. I'm outside today on my patio, which is one of my favorite places to hang out. I have all these little plants right here that I've been growing since I moved in here, and it's just such a beautiful view of nature back here and fresh air and birds. And I really needed to change things up because I was feeling a little bit uninspired. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like the energy lately has been a little off. I don't know if it's all the things going on in the world, if the news is getting to me. Maybe I need to take a break from social media, a little cleanse, and get back to the earth and get back to, what's truly important in life, which is love and caring for each other and just like grounding in with what we do have and appreciating the present moment and where we are now. Which is totally aside from the topic that I'm speaking about today, but just a beautiful little reminder that if you were ever feeling overwhelmed or like scared or the energy's just feeling off, you can always step back and take a break. And the best way to take a break, in my opinion, is to ground yourself through nature, in the sunshine, on the earth. Take off your shoes, lay down if you can. I love just laying down and soaking in all the beauty and all the magic and all the energy that the earth has to give to us, because it's completely free and it's completely powerful, and I swear it's the greatest healer. The greatest healer on the planet is nature herself. So yeah, just a little rant. I'm happy to live in a beautiful place where nature is abundant around me, and I am able to go outside more often than not because it's just such a blessing, such a beautiful gift, and I feel really thankful for it. I also feel really thankful for everybody here now. I love you guys so much. I love making these little videos and podcast episodes. Truly lights my soul up. So much easier to me to do this rather than film mini micro content for Instagram or TikTok. I feel like I get to speak from my soul a little bit more and dive deeper into topics, which is one of the things that I love, is like learning things and going super deep in the topics that I learn. So having the space to be open and to talk about those things is wonderful. I wanted to do a little check-in with you. How are you doing? Please let me know how you're feeling, what you're doing as you listen to this, where you are in the world. You guys are my friends, and I really want to know how you are and get to know you better, because you get to see me on the screen or in the podcast speaking through the microphone. However, I don't really get to see you as often, so I would love to hear from you. You can message me on Instagram at alchemy.by.alethea. You can comment here. Let me know how you're doing, where you're coming from, what you do in the world, what you believe your passion and your purpose is. I want to know. I'm so interested, and I would love to speak to you a little more. So today I wanted to talk about how important it is to be you in this world. I'll just start by saying this. I was listening to a podcast last night from one of my favorite podcasts I've been listening to a long time. I've had to kind of cut back on the haunted content just because I am so sensitive, and I've been feeling extra sensitive lately. But my favorite podcast, Let's Get Haunted. Shout out Nat and Allie if you ever see this. I love you guys. So fun. I am like a really spiritual girly, and I do teach all this like growth and personal growth and being the best you and manifesting and feeling good and showing up as you are kind of content. But showing up as I am is also admitting that I love the creepier things in life. I love the spooky things. I love the things that are hidden in the earth that not everybody talks about and not everybody believes in, because that's just who I am. So I love their podcast. I love that that's a safe place they feel like my friends. They inspired me to podcast really a lot. So thank you. Love them. Anyway, I was listening to their podcast, the latest episode, which was about the dead internet theory, which is really interesting to me. Essentially what they said was that over 50% of all internet traffic is bots. it's not even real people. So much AI generated content out there, just a bunch of bots just like pushing for engagement, pushing for likes, pushing for people to follow them and listen to them, while completely like kind of destroying what social media was about in the first place, which is being social and connecting with people. And you know, it's getting a little muddied, which I agree with. I see it all the time. And I feel like it's gotten even further in people who are beginning businesses and stuff, or wanting to get engagement and just writing all their social media content and captions with AI. We are losing touch of the humanity side. We are losing touch of who we truly are with the filters that you use on social media, all of it. I have like pledged to stop using filters. I used to be a filters girly, but I don't do that anymore because it doesn't feel authentic to me. It's not who I truly am. I want to show up as I am, flaws and all, and I want to inspire and encourage you all to do the same. So let's just talk about how like magnificent your flaws are. Your flaws, your perceived flaws, the things that we perceive to be less than perfect about us. The things that maybe we try to hide and like shy away from. Those things are what make us human, and those things are what like is going to attract our people to us, and is going to make us interesting, and is going to help people want to stay on your content, because they see so much stuff of like perceived beautiful people. And like AI, when they make people, they make those pictures and stuff, their skin is like completely smooth, there's no imperfections, and it's just, that's not the reality, that's not what people look like. And I feel like if we're bold and if we have the power to show up as we are, without any of the fake stuff, without any of the trying to be someone that we're not, without any of the like, I don't know, just fake generated perfection vibes, it's so much more interesting, and it's like such a breath of fresh air. I swear all the people that I am most inspired by are the people that are like themselves, but on another level. Like they are so themselves, but exaggerated. They show up as they are times 10, and I freaking love it. They take their quirks, they take the things that make them interesting, they take the things that make them weird, and they like amplify it times 10, times 100. Off the top of my mind, some of the creators I'm thinking of that I just love and I feel so drawn to, Gala Darling. She is like hot pink bubblegum queen dream, and she is just like so her, and she is so unique, and she's not afraid to be who she is. She just shows up as she is every day, and she talks about the things that she wants to talk about, and she does it in a way that feels good to her, and she is so magnetic to her right people. And I feel that if you show up as you truly are, no filters, just showing up in your true essence, not afraid to say the wrong thing, not afraid to like make sure that you say it in a way that is perfect, you are going to attract your right people. Amazing. Isn't that just so beautiful? I know I'm new to all this stuff. I only started podcasting and YouTubing and really showing up on social media in this year. It's been like probably about 3 to 4 months now, 5 months that I've been truly consistent with it. So I'm still learning and I'm still growing, but something about the concept of showing up like with that AI generated content and with other people's idea and doing it the cookie cutter way that everybody else wants you to do it, that's gonna help you grow, it just doesn't feel right to me. And so I wanted to share this because if any of you are on the same journey of content creation, of growing your business, of stepping truly into your power and being seen on the internet, I want you to know that it's okay to be who you are. It's not only okay, it's like interesting and it's exciting and it's fun, and I'm so drawn to those people. I'm so drawn to the people that show up as themselves. I'm so drawn to the people that have bright blue makeup on and like wear crazy clothes and just feel so good as themselves and are not afraid to talk about the weird, funky things. They are okay to talk about things that other people might not believe in because they know that they're not for everybody, and that's amazing. The more that you can show up in a way that might ruffle some feathers, Yes. I was actually just talking to my friend, like right before I filmed this video. She got like banned on Instagram. Her account got jailed. She is a dancer, a pole dancer, burlesque singer, performer, producer, all of that. And I used to teach her, and I used to perform with her, and I used to dance with her. And her account got taken down, and I was like, oh no, like you must have gotten reported. And she said, I am so honored to have been reported because I know that I showed up as me in a way that was bold enough that I ruffled people's feathers and I made them uncomfortable and I made them upset. But the people that know her and the people that love her, they truly freaking love her, and they cannot get enough of her. Like, she is so successful in what she does because she is not afraid to show up as who she is, and I love that. So even though her Instagram got taken down, she said it's time to make a new one and like get rid of all those old people from her old life and start over, which is beautiful. And you can do that at any time. You can always start over. You can always start fresh. You can always like take a step back and say, I have to get rid of these old people that subscribe to the old versions of myself because they are not in alignment with who I am anymore. And that is okay. You can let people go. You can let old situations go. You can shed and evolve into new versions of yourself, and that's totally safe and that's totally great and just absolutely wonderful and amazing. So shout out to Hannah. I don't know if she wants me to say her name in the video, but I'm sure she doesn't mind. She's incredible. She's beautiful. She is so talented and just like such an inspiration to me as well. So ruffle some feathers. Get bold. Show up. You say the weird thing. Say the thing that not everyone's gonna understand. Don't be afraid to be who you are, even if you haven't felt safe to be who you are in the past. And if you are coming up with some visibility issues and you don't feel like you can really show up as you are, I am working through that personally. It's something I've been working through, and let me tell you the number one thing that's helped me, subliminals, subliminal audio tracks. They're so easy. You can just play them all day long. No matter what you're doing, you can have the tracks on in the background, and they are reprogramming your subconscious mind. Like, I want to say actively, but it's kind of like passively. They're doing it while you don't even know, and changing your beliefs. And I can honestly say I've noticed such a difference in the way that I show up in the world from now to when I started. I'm so much more open to talk about the things that I wasn't so open to talk about to begin with, because I thought, oh, this is too woo-woo, oh, this is too weird, it doesn't fit in my niche, which that's a whole nother thing. A niche, you guys. What is a niche? Be you. You are the niche. You are a multidimensional human. Okay, you are the niche. We'll get back to that. ADHD is like, woo, today. I mean, is it ever like on point? That's not who I am. So if my videos are super linear, I tried really hard to make that happen. But as I'm stepping into who I am, this wild, beautiful, messy woman, I just want you to know that more likely than not, I am kind of going to be all over the place, and I'll vibe with the people who are also all over the place, and that's great. Those are my people, and I want them in my circle. As I was saying, if you struggle with visibility, if you struggle showing up as you are, and if you're scared of anything, if you feel fear, Subliminals, I created my own. There's 7 different tracks. One of them is for self-concept, which is great. If you're feeling scared to show up, that is the one I want you to listen to 2 to 3 times a day. You're gonna see massive results. You're gonna be able to just like shine like the freaking star you are, okay? Work on your confidence every single day. Do things that you love. Do things that make you uncomfortable. Do things that scare you. That's how you build your confidence. You can get my Subliminals from the link in the description box here. They are life-changing. I don't know what else to say other than like they are actually going to change your life, because when you change your mind, you change your life. I'm sure you've heard that a million times, which is great in theory. I'm sure like if you've tried to change your mind before and it didn't work, that's because you weren't going deep enough. You weren't going into your subconscious mind. Subliminals go into your subconscious mind and make that work, make it last, like truly change your life without you having to do anything. No more journaling for hours on end. None of that. No more affirmations repeated and repeated by yourself and your mouth gets all dry. No. All you have to do is press play and relax. You can listen to them while you sleep. Amazing. So yeah, just had to share my subliminals because they will change your life. And I stand by that so strongly. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is the niche down thing. Niching down, whatever that means. A lot of people, when they go into business and they start showing up online, like myself included, I was told to pick a niche. Pick a niche. And like, this was so hard for me, and it still is. Like, you want me to be hyper specific about who I'm talking to? I get that, I get it, but personally, the way that I am a multidimensional human. I have so many different sides of myself. I cannot just pick one small sliver of myself to show to the world. I can't. There's so much that I do, so much that I believe in, so much that I just like am a part of and that I want to be a part of. And I'm such an open person. I'm so accepting of people when I see them. I can't pick just men or just women or just, like, first of all, that's a spectrum. There's people all over in between, non-binary people. How am I going to show up for them if I say women? I don't love that. It doesn't feel inclusive to me, and, you know, it's hard. It's hard, and I'm truly am like accepting of people that want to change their lives and who want to be good people. Like, those are my people. So how am I meant to niche down? How can I talk about just one thing? Like, yes, I want to talk about manifestation, but I also want to talk about like feeling good, and I also want to talk about being yourself, and I also want to talk about like the more creepy things in life, like the things that are under the surface, astrology, like tarot. I want to talk about spells and witchcraft a little bit. I want to talk about dancing. I want to talk about art. I want to talk about creativity. I want to talk about style and makeup and like all of it. There's so much to me that just makes sense to me, that how am I going to fit that all into one tiny little box? It's hard. So instead of niching down, I say step more into who you are. Be the most big, exaggerated version of you. Find out who you are and explore too. Like, explore who you are. And it can change all the time. Like, we are constantly evolving people. We're constantly changing. It's like the most consistent thing in life is change. Roll with it. Let yourself change. Let yourself evolve. And each level, be more you. Be more you. And if you feel like, I don't know what makes me me, lean into the things that make you feel good. What do you love to do? What makes you feel really good? And if that feels tricky to you too, I created a free guide called Sensual. It's a guide to making pleasure your top priority. Ooh, I know, sassy, right? So fun. I had a great time with that title. Anyway, Sensual is about like engaging your 5 senses to create your ideal dream life. Sight, smell, taste, touch, sound. Using those senses to create the life of your wildest dreams, because that's like a tangible way that we can take and we can work with, rather than just doing mindset work and like feeling like, oh my gosh, like this is good in theory, but I don't really see any changes. Like, let's bring it into the material world. I'm a Virgo. I'm here to ground you. I'm here to bring you back to this reality. And Sensual is going to do just that. It's going to help you explore yourself. It's going to help you explore what makes you feel good and bring that into your environment and into your daily life, so you are in alignment with the life that you want to live. You are in alignment with your highest self. You are in alignment with your highest timeline. Completely free. Again, in the description box. Grab it. It's there for you. And it's leading into something great that's coming soon that I can't wait to talk about. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I know this was kind of just like a rambling rant that just went on, but I just felt so called to talk about how the internet's dying and how being you is the most important thing that you can do in the world. So important to be you, babe. It's so important. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I love seeing people that are themselves, even if it doesn't vibe with me, even if it's not who I am or the styles that I choose. Like, you are you, and I freaking love that. Show up as yourself. Lean into that. Get real with it. Be you, but bigger. Expand yourself. Expand who you are. Expand the way that you show up in the world. That's magic. Truly it is. I love you. Please comment below. Tell me one thing you can do, or one thing about you, okay? Tell me one thing that makes you you. I want to know what makes you you. Please tell me. Especially if it's different. Especially if there's like two contradicting sides of you, like me with the haunted like ghost stories and cryptids and monsters and aliens and all that stuff, mixed with the wanting to like live the best life possible and lean into the good things and the material, like luxury, physical, feeling good, being healthy, staying creative. Like, what are your two contradictory things that make you who you are? Tell me. I want to know. I want to get to know you. So please share with me who you are and what makes you you. I love you so much. I hope this inspired you to show up as yourself today and every single day. I hope you feel okay to break out of that box that people tried to put you in and to expand to your biggest, brightest, most beautiful self possible. I love you so much. I'll be here again next week, of course. You can like, comment, subscribe. Really helps me out. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts, please rate the show. I love you. I love you. I love you. Enjoy your day. Bye.